How's everybody doing? Good. I need a proper response. It's Chodesh Adar. It's Shushan Purim Katan. How's everybody doing? Okay. Everybody has to smile during my whole talk. Okay? Even if you don't like it. So, 29 years ago, if my math is correct, 29 years ago yesterday, the Rebbe gave out Vat Tetzaveh. He gave out over 8,000 of them, with 2 single-dollar bills and a piece of lekach. And unlike almost any other time when the Rebbe gave things out, if you came in late, usually you missed it. Here, if you came in late, the Rebbe came back a few times to make sure everybody got it. The Rebbe obviously knew this would be the last mimer he's giving us, for now. And so in Vat Tetzaveh, we have to know there's a message for us, for every one of us. I don't care who you are, where you're at in your life, how easy or hard it is for you, what you're going through being a chassid today. There's a message in Vat Tetzaveh, the Rebbe is speaking to us today. It's pretty cool. I'm serious. Just think about it for a second. Everybody here wishes the Rebbe would walk in and talk to us. The Rebbe gave us something knowing that this would be the last official mimer he's giving us for a while. And we all should know that what we have in this mimer is a message for us. So this mimer is incredible. Incredible. Just in case you don't know me, I'm Rabbi Korn. I'm about tshuva. I didn't meet the Rebbe. I come from outside the Chabad community, and I'm so privileged and blessed to be try to be the Rebbe's shliach with my family and our 7 daughters, Baruch Hashem, in Greenwich Village, one of which is Chana Korn. Chana Korn, lots of love. And so also Liba Korn, who's now a shlucha with us, our oldest girl, Baruch Hashem. But for me, from the outside, to come in, sometimes I have a fresh perspective. This mimer is absolutely unbelievable. And it says probably the most incredible thing the Rebbe could possibly say to us. Listen to this. It says that we have a challenge in our generation that no one has ever had before. The mimer almost says maybe that this is the hardest challenge we've ever had. I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but if you learn it, you'll understand why I say that. What's the challenge we have? Our challenge is that because no one's chasing us, Baruch Hashem, because in some ways we don't have the same problems they used to have, so we don't have the place inside us to get inspired from. Meaning that in some ways, I'm very happy no one's chasing us, Baruch Hashem. I'm very happy we don't have the problems they had a couple hundred years ago. But in a certain way, our biggest problem is that we have no problems. And when you don't have problems, and please God, no one should ever have problems, amen. But when you don't have real problems, it's hard to be inspired. And that's what's going on. Am I wrong? We're sitting here in America, Baruch Hashem, we all are pretty comfortable, and it's hard to feel, the word is urgency. Like, who here feels urgency? Raise your hand if you feel urgent about something. Like, there you go, thank you, Hannah. So, something has to happen. The Rebbe's whole leadership created constant urgency. This has to happen, Mashiach has to come. So we felt urgency when someone's chasing us. You know what the urgency looks like? It's like this. Ah! Because someone's chasing us. That's urgency. But when no one's chasing us, Baruch Hashem, it's hard to feel urgency. And so here's what the Rebbe says. Listen to this. It's a gem. It's a gem. The Rebbe says that in our time, we need to touch the deepest part of the neshama, the deepest part that's ever been touched in any Jewish soul, to bring out in us the strength to v'yichvei lecha, to make this ours. We have to take from within us, from our deepest part, and make Yiddishkeit ours. Make Mashiach ours. It has to come from inside us. We can't just have an outside thing chasing us. We have to inspire ourselves to have urgency, which is only done through Moshe, only done through the Rebbe, but still, and this is the last thing the Rebbe gave us, we have to, on our own, say, Rebbe, I'm your partner. Not just I'm your chassid, of course, and I want to do it, I want to make you happy. Rebbe, I'm in this because I want to be in it. Think about it for 1 second. I'm serious, because again, I'm trying to do this in my own life. I'm trying to, having come from a whole different world, I heard the Rebbe's call. The Rebbe said, I need people that actually want to be committed to this. I need it. And I heard that, and I was a simple young guy. I was like, okay, I'll do it. I didn't realize how hard it would be to represent such a holy man, being such a human being myself. But anyways, the question I have for the Beis Rivkah girls today, and I know, trust me, I meet with thousands of young Jews a year, and I know so much about humans, and I'm a very human. and I know about Chabad girls and Chabad guys, and being young, I know a lot. I understand it's not simple. I understand there's a lot going on in your minds and your lives and your challenges. My question for you is like this. Who wants to be the Rebbe's partner in bringing Mashiach? On your own, not because your parents said so, not because your teacher said so. The Maimer Ba'at Tzava asks you, do you want to bring Mashiach? Do you want to answer the Rebbe's call because you want to? And I'm not saying you have to be perfect. Forget it, you don't have to be perfect. I know you're not perfect. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're perfect. I'm not perfect. And you don't have to have no challenges. You don't have to have a perfect relationship with this one or that one. It's just a simple question. Who here wants to bring Mashiach for and with the Rebbe because of you? That's the Maimer says, where are you? Are you in this or not? That's the question the Rebbe gives us on this day. 29 years later, we're talking about it because obviously there's still a little bit of work left to do. Hopefully this is the last Farbrengen we'll have to have in Galus and the first in Gula. But I want to know, because by the way, I'm asking for me too. I want to know, who here wants this for you? Raise your hand. We have to, let's raise our hands like, who's in on the Rebbe's dream that we can actually, a bunch of imperfect human beings, actually bring Mashiach? Let's go! Let's go! The Maimer, I'll share with you one more idea. The Maimer says that the job of Moshe Rabbeinu is to be a shepherd of faith, Raya Mehemna. And it explains that faith is something we all have inside us. Faith is something we all have inside us. Connor, you can't speak when I'm talking, okay? Thank you. Yeah? Faith is something we all have inside us. But Moshe has to help bring it out. And so the Rebbe is telling us that he'll do his job. He'll continue to help bring out our best quality, our faith, our belief. But it's like a really cool question. Your kids are going to ask you, like, Mommy, are you doing this because you want this? And they're going to know the answer. Or are you just doing it because you don't know what else to do? Do you want to be a chassid? Do you want to bring Mashiach? Even though you're not perfect, are you in this game to win it? And if the answer is yes, your kids will know it. And so I'm challenging you guys today. You're still before having children, I get it, but you're getting there over time, yeah? Listen, today, Purim, Shushan Purim Katan, I'm the Rebbe's Shliach, trying to be, I want to give you a bracha. That in light of the Rebbe's Maimer, just imagine us all getting that Maimer from the Rebbe today or yesterday, with 2 single-dollar bills and a piece of lekach that should give us a sweet, sweet, sweet year. That we hear a message that the Rebbe said it could not be more prophetic. It could not be more prophetic. That the Rebbe is saying, I'm with you, but at this point in Jewish history, I need it to come from you. Throughout the years, we've been schlepping along, keeping it going because we had no choice. But at this point in Mashiach coming, the final bit has to come from us. And the Rebbe's with us, but it has to come from us. I want you to remember one thing. Miriam convinced her parents that they should have children, even though they didn't want to have children. Without Miriam, a little stubborn girl, Moshe Rabbeinu wouldn't have been born, we wouldn't have had a gula, we wouldn't be sitting here today. I saw a video that's so tremendous. It's called The Generation Gap. It's of the Rebbe. It's a gem video. It's incredible to see. I can't even believe the words the Rebbe says there about the power of the youth. It's shocking, actually. You see it, but just watch it with your parents because they're going to be shocked by what it says. It's crazy. The Rebbe says that we have to help the youth lead the generation forward because the youth have energy that the Rebbe says older people don't have. I hope I'm still considered young. But listen. You guys, you're the future. And all we need is a young, stubborn girl to say, yes, yes, yes. It doesn't have to be perfect, but let's go. So a bracha I give you, not in my own koiches, obviously, but as the Rebbe Shliach, that we should internalize this message. We should make it real. And that should bring simcha to all of us. Simcha because we're doing something that is true to our essence. And that simcha should help bring the joy of Mashiach. Hashem should bless everybody here in all, by all, and with all, with Gashmius and Ruchnius amongst all Chassidim and all Yidden. And we should have Mashiach now. Amen!